Hi YouTube and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. Today we will read the word of the Lord, and today we're going to read 1 Samuel chapter 8. And I think it's a very fitting passage of scripture for the times that we are in right now. And so it says, Israel asks for a king. And it reads as, When Samuel grew old, he appointed his sons as judges for Israel. The name of his firstborn son was Joel, and the name of his secondborn son was Abijah. And they served at Bathsheba. But the sons did not walk in his ways. They turned aside after dishonest gain and accepted bribes and perverted justice. So all the elders of Israel gathered together and said to Samuel at Ramah, They said to him, You are very old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now, appoint us a king to lead us, such as the other nations have. But when they said, Give us a king to lead us, this displeased Samuel. So he prayed to the Lord, and the Lord told him, Listen to all that the people are asking. Let me turn the page. Hold on. Listen to all that the people are saying to you. It is not you that they have rejected, but they have rejected me as their king, as they have done from the day I brought them up out of Egypt until this day, forsaking me and serving other gods. So they are doing the same to you. Now, listen to them, but warn them solemnly and let them know what the king who will reign over them will do. Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who were asking him for a king. He said, This is what the king who will reign over you will do. He will take your sons and take them. Serve him and his chariots and his horses. They will run in front of his chariots. Some he will assign to his commanders and thousands and commanders of 50s, and others to plow his ground and reap his harvest, and still others to make weapons of war and equipment for their chariots. He will take your daughters to be perfumers and cooks and bakers. He will take the best of your field and your vineyards and olive groves and give them to his attendants. He will take a tenth of your grain and all of your vineyards and give it to his officials and attendants, your manservants and maidservants, and the best of your cattle and your donkeys he will take for his own use. He will take a tenth of your flocks, and you yourselves will become his slaves. When that day comes, you will cry out to the Lord for relief from the king you have chosen, and you will say, The Lord will not answer you in that day. But the people refused to listen to Samuel. No, they said, We want a king to reign over us. Then we will be like the other nations, with a king to lead us and to go before us to fight our battles. When Samuel heard what the people said, he repeated it to the Lord. Then the Lord said, Listen to them and give them a king. Then Samuel said to the men of Israel, Go back to your own towns. Thank you for joining me for the word of the Lord. That is 1 Samuel chapter 8. And you may go ahead and read it in your own version of the Bible. And I'm reading this one out of the out of the NIV Life Application Bible. So go ahead and reread that if you want to, but we don't need a king. All we need is the Lord. But today I came to show you some things that I have been making. And I made this little Triceratops from Jenna's book, but I made so many errors making this thing. I don't know if I wasn't focused. I guess I was not focused because it did not come out the way it was supposed to. It's supposed to have gray on the two sides right here, but the bumps, I skipped that whole row altogether. These legs are supposed to be up a little bit closer, but I wasn't paying attention to the pattern. Um, yeah, and it's very short, and then I didn't make the tail very long, and then I didn't really even put too much stuffing in it. And then the neck was all fat because I forgot to do my decreases. So what I did was I took a piece of yarn and just ran it through every other stitch and tightened it as best I could so it could have some type of shape to it. But I made so many mistakes on this one. But, you know, I love Jenna's book, so I just made it work. So I made that. And I don't know if I showed you guys my capybara, but this is my capybara that I got out of Jenna's book as well. And I didn't use the colors that she used. I just used what was next to me. And I don't even know what color this is. I know it's a Bernette yarn, but I don't know what color it is. And then I also finished my turtle. I put some eyes on my turtle. And this is what I use to put my, This is what I use to put my eyes in. I just take my eye out wherever I put it, stick this down in the hole, shoot some glue in there, and then I will put my eye in there, and then I will like put a little bit of glue around the skinny part of the eye so it doesn't ooze all out, and then I'll just squeeze my eyes in there. So that's how I get my eyes in a lot of time if I don't use the whole little backing that comes on them. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And this is another one that I put a face on. So I put the eyes and the nose, and I did it the same way with the glue gun. So I will make a sign that says, safety eyes are not good for children who still put things in their mouth. Because, some kids are older than 3, but they still put things in their mouths. So I would just make a sign that says not good for kids who still put things in their mouths, 3 and under or 3 and over. And then this is a little rat that I made out of Jenna's book. So I put some eyes on it. And then this is the hat that I was going to make for myself before I left to go vacation, but I didn't finish it because I broke the needle on my Addy. So I still have to put this little hat together. So now it'll probably go in the sale sign. If I don't sell it, I'll give it away at the end of the year. And then this is what I made between last night and this morning. And this is going to be a hat as well. And I made this on my Addy 46 needle. And this is going to be a hat. And then I made this on my Addy 22 needle because I finally changed the broken needle that I broke on it. So this is going to be, I want to put some pom-poms on it, but I don't think I'm going to have enough. So I might have to just find some total black yarn to put some pom-poms on it. And then what else have I made? Oh, and then I made, let me show you these. I made some earring cards in ChatGPT. Now I have these little ones right here. And I put the ones that I got off of Amazon into ChatGPT, and I said, give me something similar. Don't give me the same women. Give me something similar. So these women are different from the ones that I got from Amazon, but they kind of look a little similar. They still gave me no faces, but I told it to give me, I think 9. So it gave me like 9, but these women are like really small. So I told it the dimensions that I wanted, but it didn't give me the dimensions because the dimensions of my cards are 2.3 inches wide by 3.5 inches tall. And I told it that, but when you tell it to give you like 6 or 9 or whatever, it puts it all on one page and then they come out smaller, even though you gave it the dimensions. So these ones are not laminated. But then I did laminate some. So these 3 are not laminated, but then these ones are. So I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, this one, this one. And I just told it to give me women of all different ethnicities, African American, Asian, Black, Caucasian. So that's what it spit me out. And then, so these were the ones that came out right. but I wanted more, and then it didn't follow my instructions. And I have the free version, so it told me that I had to wait until 11 o'clock tonight to give it another instruction. So these ones came out the right size. So I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. So I'll put some earrings on those. And then I also had it to give me some other women at one point in time, and it gave me these little tiny ones. So first I'll show you the ones that are, it gave me this one, and that's not laminated yet. It gave me this one, gave me this one, and then it gave me this one. And I'm using my Crop-A-Dile to put a hole in them. And then I'm also using, see if I can find it over here. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh, let's see, I'm getting the little rubber part back on there. And I'm also using this little punch right here to punch the ear hole part. So I'm using the Crop-A-Dile to punch out the hole at the top, and I'm using this to punch the earring hole. So then I have this one, and this one is laminated, so if you could tell the difference between the two. One is shiny and one is not. So this one I haven't even punched a hole in yet, but that's the difference. And those ones are really, really skinny, but I'll show you some of the ones I already put earrings on. So I also have this lady. So I told it I wanted to give me these ladies again, but I wanted to give me the bigger sizes because I really like these ladies. Then I have that one. I have this one. I have this one. And also on this one, I told it I wanted a white background and not a cream color background. And I have this one because my husband said, I don't like the colored background. I like the plain white background. So I wanted to give me some bigger ones or more of these, but with a white background. And then I also, let me see, this is the original one, the ones that I put into ChatGPT. These are the ones that came from Amazon, and these are some earrings that, these were some, the disc were, the round circle part are the ones that I got from Hobby Lobby clearance a long time ago. It had like 5 or 6 pairs of round just circles in there. So I turned them into earrings with some of the leaf beads that I got not too long ago. And then this one is another one with the leaf bead, with some of the leaf beads on it. Same, these came in the same little round disc thing. I think the discs were like on clearance for like $1 something. And then this, here's some more that I put some leaves on. And then here are the last ones that I put the leaves on. So I just turned them into earrings. And then I also, these are the new cards that I had ChatGPT to create. So that one. And then this one. I really like that one. So I created these earrings, and then I also went to Walmart with my daughter-in-law not too long ago. And Walmart was clearancing out these, I think these were $1.50, and it had this on there. It had one of these, and it had this. So it had 2 sets of the round beads and the hearts. So I just put them on, I put them on some, like this one has like the little textured jump ring, and this one doesn't. So I made those ones. And I might switch out these cards. I haven't decided yet. And then I have these ones, because I put these on the cards before I made the Chat GPT earring card. So it's probably about more cost effective, probably about the same, because like once you make the cards, then you have to cut them out, and then you have to laminate them and cut that out. So it's about the same. So I could buy them or I could make them, doesn't matter. I probably will make them because it's like I'm retired, I have nothing else to do, so I might as well give myself something to do when I'm making different things like that. So that's all I have for you today. Enjoy your rest of your day. Go back and read the word of the Lord. 1 Samuel chapter 8. I think it's a great passage of scripture. And me and my son, we talked about it yesterday, what it meant to us and what we see in society today versus biblical times back then. But yeah, it was a great, we had a great conversation about it. So I hope you'll read it and have a great conversation with someone else about it. God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends. Bye.